And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome back to Automation, the Car Company Tycoon game. That's right, we're back in Automation because a new update has dropped with a bunch of new features. And that is part of why I am right now going through... we'll leave the engines the same. And I deleted some of my old car lines. So let's start with a new car, shall we? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back a few years. Let's go back to 1985. Yeah. Ooh, cool. This is shiny. Then you place the car body family, a model with all of its trims can share the same production line. Alright, so let's call this the 85 Paulus. Yeah, we're rebuilding the Paulus. Alright. So we are looking at a sedan body type within the last 10 years. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. Alright, we know what this body type is. We've used this one before, I believe. So let's do some modification. I want a nice, decently sized, we want a long front. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a, well, actually, I'm sorry, the Paulus was a coupe-ish looking thing. So about you. You look about right. So let's slope that back and down, give it kind of a mean look to it. Yeah. Well, I kind of want that blunted. Because I want it to kind of have this, you know, kind of good look to it like that. Alright, and let's take a look at the hatch. I can't do much with that. That's fine, so I can just go back and forth with that. Alright, what about this? Can I... oh yeah, I can kind of push it out. Let's slant it back. Give sort of a reduced passenger zone there. Alright. And then let's flare these. Give it that Cass Enterprises flare to the tie wheel wells. It doesn't look bad at all. Alright. So we can move on. Bump that up a little bit. Alright, monocoque. We're doing corrosion-resistant steel with a front transverse. We'll go with a McPherson. And let's see. Double wishbone. Yeah. That's average all the way across. I kind of almost want to go with a multi-link. You know what? Let's be nice. Let's give them a multi-link on this model. Alright, it's 85. Why not? Alright, so let's go with a corrosion-resistant steel. It's going to be high weight. We could go with a polymer body. I'm actually very tempted by that polymer body. Safety's low, but the corrosion's low. Prestige is low, too. Now, the advantage of this is the weight's very high, though. Yeah, we'll go with the corrosion-resistant steel, and we'll bump the quality just a little bit. Alright, so headlight time. Now it's the 80s. What type of headlights do we have in the 80s? Ooh, wait, what does this do? Apparently I don't know. Oh yeah, that looks nice in 80s. Yep, that looks like it rolled right on out of the 80s. And we have our turn signals built in there. So let's get some more indicators put on. Alright, we're going to go with the chrome, because this type of square indicator has been pretty common in our cars. We're going to put it right in there. Alright. We also want to put some indicators back here, too. We'll put them on the hatch. Alright. And while I'm back here, we want to go with tail lights. And let's do something... These look newer. I don't want to mount them that low, maybe. Yeah, but the problem with this is... oh, that takes it off. Oh, cool, okay. So if I do something like this, and then I flip them over... and then I tweak them a little. And then maybe I make them a bit smaller. And they can fit in right there. And then I need to move these inset a little bit more. Inset and shift down. And then that looks pretty good, actually. Okay. So let's go back to grills now. All right. So we're going to mount a grill type. Something like this with the bi-cut. Like that. But I want to flip you over. Give me kind of that Vader look going on. And then I want to go back to grills. I want to have something like that. Won't quite fit. Like that. That looks good. I like that look a lot, actually. Okay, and then we need vents. So this is the basic model, actually. So let's get rid of that. And we'll call this the base model 85 Ploas. Okay. And then, oh, we're forgetting things again. We are forgetting that we need to put exhausts on this thing. So for this model, we're going to go with a single exhaust pack out. I want to call you base. B-A-S-E. Base. Save it. Thank you very much. Okay, and then, oh yeah, it might also help if we have handles so you can get the doors open. What do these ones look like, actually? Nope. That would actually be good on the back. But I still can't put handles on the back of a car. Devs, if you could fix that, that'd be great. I'd like to see that a lot. No, those are a bit off for this model. This is a basic model, so we're going to go with that. Alright. Good. Alright, so we have this thing done. And bonnet, lips, badges. Nope. Okay. So we can go forward from there. Yes, yes, yes. We'll give it a nice green. We'll make it a darker green. And we'll give it transverse four-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive, excuse me. Let's move on from there. And, oh, right, because this is, okay. So, that's the model template. So this is the new way you can attach things to your base models, all right? So we're going to move forward. I think we're going to do an inline 4 on this one. And I think, oh, I get it. So inline 6, inline 4. Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, and then we can go with aluminum block. Okay, so we're kind of running out of space in the forward direction here. So let's go up. Yeah, we're too big right there. So we have a 7.5 by, let's make this a square type engine. So it's 7.5 by 7.5 with a 2.1 liter displacement. Okay. Ooh, we get DOHC now. Haha, we can go DOHC. Okay, so family capacity is set. We'll go dual overhead cam. 5-valve aluminum. All right. So it's a DOHC 5-valve aluminum. And the reason I'm going with that is we're too big now. Okay. So we need to decrease our... There we go. So it's like 2.09 liter. That's close enough for government work. All right, so we'll call this the 85... All right, hold on. Now I have to figure this out. All right, so it's the 85 422. So that means that it's a... Yes, okay. So that's that. All right, we can save that stuff there. The 85422, and this variant is going to be new variant engine. It's not going to be called engine variant 1. So it's the 422. 2 liter. Just straight up 2 liter. 2.05. So we'll call it the 2... Yeah, we'll just call it 2.0... I don't remember whether we're going to... Well, we'll figure that out later. Okay, so let's move ahead. Hold on for a second. What's this doing? There we go. That's set. All right, so we'll go with a cast iron. I-beam steel. And we'll do a hyper-uretic cast for right now. Go up a bit of quality there. Okay, I just want to check, do I have fuel injectors yet? No, I can't decide if I have fuel injectors yet. Alright, we'll leave that as is. Let's get the compression up a little bit. Naturally aspirated. Injector. Do I have anything other than mechanical? Nope, we're still running carburetors. Okay. DCOE, twin, standard intake, and let's go with regular. Give us a bit more fuel engine timing there. And we're going to go with a long tubular, single exhaust diameter, three-way cat, straight through, straight through. Let's start up and see how much it explodes, alright? Are you going to explode on me? So it's delivering a whopping 40... Yeah, we can get a pop. Okay, so we're getting some engine knock. I figured that might be part of a problem here. Alright, well, let's up that cam profile a bit. Yeah, smoothness is going to suffer, but that's okay. Yeah, as we're going like way up there. Okay, so let's get that tone down a little bit. Let's pull that back down a little bit, shall we? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's drop out some compression there. No, it's not our real issue. Let's check our injector settings. Up that fuel mixture just a bit. Yeah, it's way higher than I want to go on the fuel mixture. Alright, so let's go... Let's see what else we can do to lower that a little bit. Let's back this off just a little bit. Tighten down that engine timing. Alright, so we're driving about 150 horsepower out of this thing. That's not bad, actually. That isn't bad at all. So, let's see what we can do with this. Alright, so if I go to a single carburetor, yeah, it doesn't like that at all. And a 4-barrel. Ooh. Hold on. Fuel octane. Yeah, look at that. Okay. That drops it, but it likes that. Okay. So then, if we back off the ignition timing a little bit less... Well, nope, that's not going to help much. Okay, so we also want to give it a bit more... Yeah, okay, so it's getting up there. Alright, so let's say... Alright, that's as high as it really wants to go. Alright. Give it a bit more cam profile. Yeah, it's about as high as I want to go with that. Alright, so we're doing about 160 horsepower. That isn't terrible. Okay, that isn't the most horrible thing I've ever seen here. Alright, so hyper-uretic's working. What happens if we go to forged? Emissions goes way up, but fuel octane... Oh! Fuel octane gives us some extra bits to play with there. Okay. So if we're not flipping out over emissions, that means we can also... Let's see, lean out the engine a little bit. Yeah, no, let's boost our emissions timing, actually. We are running into exhaust problems now. Alright, so we're pushing at 163 horsepower out of this engine. Okay. Can I get some more higher end? No. Alright, so about 7,100 horsepower. And let's see. Yeah, okay, so the engine is knocking. Thank you for telling me that. So let's back that ignition timing off just a bit. Engine's no longer knocking, but we're having some performance reduction. And we might want to go a bit higher on that exhaust diameter there. There we go. Okay. So our exhaust diameter is a little higher. That doesn't help us much. Okay, so we'll back that down again. Okay, so we're pushing 178 horsepower. That isn't bad, actually. Alright, so we're basically peaking the engine. Alright, so our rev limiter, we're actually losing a little bit of our possible performance out of the top end there. But a lot of that's because our lowest point actually... Yeah, so it's going to run pretty well up at its highest setting. Okay. So at about, I'm assuming that's RPM. So we actually want the engine to sit at almost 6,000 RPM. Okay, so that's up near its red line, but that's its best fuel efficiency is about 6,000 RPM. Alright, yes, save it. There you go. So that's a 2.0... Hold on, 2.0 CA0. The 2.0 CA0. Okay. So let's see how this engine sounds. And it sounds like a 4-cylinder egg beater. Alright, well that's not too bad then. So let's go ahead here. We'll give her a manual single clutch 5 ratio with a top speed of 149 miles per hour. Bit of overpower there. And we want her to sit a lot higher here. So we want most of her drive speed. There we go. And we're going to actually go with a geared... Alright, all to the front. We'll give it some better quality. Alright, we'll do medium compound roads for this. Tire width. Oh, that's a bit much. Alright, let's do that. We'll go for steel rims. They'll look like that, I guess. And we're going to go... Okay, what is SLS and what is 2LS? That's new. Solid discs, single piston. Give us a bit more size on that. We'll do drums in the rear. Do that and that. Okay. None. No downforce. We don't have wings on it. We'll drop the cooling outflow down to something a bit more reasonable. Kick up the brake airflow a bit. Give this thing enough cooling. Bit of quality in there. We're going to go with a 4-seat. Standard. With basic. Going to give it power steering. But we're going to give it good safety. Alright, so we're going to go with standard. Decent that. Passive sway bars. Normal pride. Yeah, okay, give it a bit of quality there. And detail stats, please. Drivability is terrible. Why is it terrible? Gearbox. They don't like the gearbox, the footprint, or the brake fade. Alright, so let's fix the gearbox first. I think I gave it way too little spacing. No, actually, that's not it at all. $39.5. Okay. So the game I'm playing now is I'm trying to get this to be as drivable as possible. There we go. 39.5 without sacrificing as much of the sportiness as I can. Seems to like it right there. Okay. Let's go back to this. Let's see. Detail stats. Okay. Still, they don't like the gearbox overly much. Oh, because it's a manual. Oh, yes, well. Alright. Comfort's average. Okay, whereas comfort's low here. Let's do that. Gearbox is even worse. Okay, so let's jump back to here. Geared. Yeah, well, okay. Alright, brake fade. Time to fix that problem. Okay, front brakes under front tires. So let's give ourselves... Well, they like the increase in brake power here. So brake fade is basically as the brakes heat up, they tend to get a little bit... Alright, so that's as high as I can get with the brakes. It's a 300mm front brake. But I can make it sportier, which basically means grippier. Alright, so we do that, and then on the rear, yeah, we're way exceeding our tire power on the rear. Okay, yeah. What happens if we go to discs on the rear? Ooh, okay, that's a bit better. But I can really cut this back a little bit. Yeah, so this is the problem. We're super exceeding... You can see there's that brake fade issue that I'm dealing with right now. And what I actually want to do is I want to reduce that and maybe do this instead. Make them really sporty on the rear there. Yeah, but that's also killing my drivability. Look at that. Okay. So we'll drop that back down a little bit, and we'll race this up a little bit. I mean, the other possibility here would be to go with maybe a 2-piston system or a vented disc, right? Yeah, we don't need to do that. Brake fade's down to 1%. That's pretty decent. All right, that isn't too shabby. All right, let's take a look back at our details. Yeah, brake pad type is a little... Brake pad type? What the heck are you talking about, brake pad type? Drivetrain, not much I can do about it. Driver height. Why don't you like the driver height? Are you too high or too low? You're too low. Alright, what about now? Yep, driver height still isn't great. Okay, so let's fix that. Yeah, I understand you guys aren't too thrilled with that. Okay. Anything else in there? Dynamic response, driver height. Yeah, I don't know what dynamic response means. You guys like the engine. I don't know why you guys like the engine, but you like the engine. Gearbox, okay. So that's fine. Alright, so let's save this out. New trim. Alright, so this is going to be the LE. Right? Yes. This is the LE. We're going to give it almost like a golden color. I think that's what Honda calls almost a desert tan, to be honest with you. Yeah. You're still four-wheel drive. And now you get to put the trim bits on. Okay, so for this model, let's see, how do I want to differentiate you? Well, for starters, we're going to give you some fog lights. Headlights. And I want something... like this. Yeah. And then let's also give you, well, you're a hatchback, so you really can't have a spoiler on you, can you? What else can we do with this model? Alright, let's get some vents going. Let's see... Yes. Yes. Come on. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So put the vents... Actually, let's put the vents up. How about this? Alright, and then we want to put vents... like that. Good, okay. So we have the LE. Alright, let's go... Let's badge her up, too. We'll put the wing badge... Nah, I don't like that badge. It's too big and bulky there. Aha. There we go. Kind of looks like an Acura, doesn't it? All right, we're going to pull down our 422. All right, that looks pretty decent. We're going to use the 4.0, use the same engine type here. All right, so it's the exact same engine. No difference on the engine type whatsoever. Same exact engine. Good. Now we're going to go to the actual trim information. So for this one, we're going to go with an automatic gearbox, torque converter, 4 ratios. We're still at 143. So top speed, we lost about 2 miles an hour in that top speed change. Just keep with the geared LSD, up the quality a little bit. Medium compound roads again. And then let's go to here. Oops, why can't I select you? And we'll do this for that, and we'll go up on quality a little bit again. And why won't you let me select types of these? Okay. Oh, right, because we have to go with alloy rims. Yeah, we got alloy rims now. Okay. So, less weight, but, yeah, anyways. So that may offset our weight issues a little bit. We're going to go solid, single piston, solid, single piston. All right. Up that a little bit. And we're going to go with a semi-clad underside. And we're going to crank this brake airflow up a bit and drop this down to about 96. Okay. Another 4-seater. We'll go up to premium, up the quality. Premium, we'll give it this and ABS. Up that a little bit. Still advanced 80s. Let's see. Progressive. We'll go monotube with sway bars, but we'll go for a sport suspension this time. Okay, what do we have to do? Understeer, oversteer fix. Bottom out we have to fix. Great. Brake fade. Alright, so let's fix the brake fade first. Okay, let's do this. So. You know what? It may be easier just to go to a 2-piston on this one. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, okay, so we want to go up with a single piston first. And this is why, so I'll show you as I'm doing this. So basically what's happening right now is that the smaller your rotors are, the more brake fade you're going to have, alright? See how this is a single piston? Now if I go down to a drum, it's going to make my entire issue much worse, alright? But I don't necessarily want to increase the size of this that much, because that's going to be harder for me to deal with. If anything, I actually want to go to a vented disc on my fronts. But I can't make these any larger than I can. Yeah, so that's an issue. Now what I can do is I can increase my rear brake size, or I can go to a vented rear disc. Yeah, see, that helped a lot. So I have vented fronts and vented rear, which is going to be... Yeah, unfortunately these are going to cost more, right? These are going to cost a lot more. But now I can rip this all the way down and go to a 2-piston setup. Okay, there we go. And then I can come up with this a little bit. Because remember, we're just trying to keep brake fade down. We want to get down to as low a brake fade as we possibly can. And I can race this up a little bit too. So we're now down to a 1.2 on the brake fade. I could probably bring this down a little bit. We're up to 1.8, but I think we should be fine here. Okay. So then let's look at what else we can fix. All right, detail stats. Bottom out and understeer, oversteer. Okay, that's a suspension issue. Suspension. Yeah, I'm not seeing much understeer, oversteer going on here, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're losing drivability a bit to get sportiness. I'm not certain what it's yelling about understeer, oversteer. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it wants it to be more. Okay. So it wants it to be milder. That's what it is. It wants to be more dampening. Okay. And then we are having some ride height issues, too. So let's give it some bit better ride height. It's going to complain the whole time about this, but that's okay. So we're losing sportiness to give us... well, what happens if I give it a normal profile? I go to 50. Ooh, yeah, okay. So we want to fix that. So by cambering it like this, and by doing this, we're basically making it milder. All right. There we go. So we've made it milder. That's fine. And we have a low bottom out chance, low roll angle. Okay. And let's move ahead. Let's get a bit more quality. All right. So what else do we need to fix with this? All right. Drivetrain. Yeah, you're going to yell about that all the time. Brake fade. Yeah, we did our best with that. Footprint. Yeah. Gearbox. It likes the gearbox. Roll angle. Wheel spin. Aha, that's a gearbox issue. Yeah, that increases my wheel spin, so let's decrease that. Okay, alright, so this is what we're looking at. Alright, acceleration and grip. So we want to keep... I shouldn't really have any wheel spin going on, should I? Of course, my 0 to 60 is going up like crazy, but we're at least losing out on wheel spin. Oh, now it's going up again. There we go. No wheel spin. Good miles per gallon. Okay, so that's good there. Alright, what else do I have to fix with this? Drivetrain, yeah, but that's fixed. Alright, footprint, yeah, I don't know what that means. Driver height, you still don't like, but that's not much I can do about that. I mean, I could make it even higher. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, I can give it some more stiffness, maybe? Ooh, yeah, it likes more stiffness there. Maybe more rear stiffness? Not really. Sway bar stiffness. Let's see if that helps. Nope. Nope. More stiffness there? Nope. Definitely nope. All sorts of nope there. Alright, so that appears to be a sweet spot we found right there. Not too bad then. Alright, so the next version up has 60.2. It's a bit less sporty, better comfort though. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. All right. Anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Casari. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave me a like, comment, and maybe a subscription. And let me know what you think I could do better. All right, guys. See you in the next episode.